Now, Tom, go on. Before I move on, you say your last...
No, here we are.
Say your closing statement.
We've got to confront reality now. Israel Adesanya is out of the conversation to be the middleweight GOAT.
One question.
Barring...
Oh, what? That's not even up for debate anymore. Like, let's move on from that. This was what I want to ask you, Tom. Sean Strickland's performance, give me a rating out of 10.
I mean, he did exactly what I expected him to do. I just didn't expect the success that he would have. I don't know why, I don't know why he upset Izzy so much. Like, Izzy just never felt confident.
No.
That persistency from Strickland, getting no respect of him at any point. These things were predictable,
Yeah.
He was there to be hit and Israel couldn't execute. I mean, for me, Sean Strickland did Sean Strickland. Peak Sean Strickland, I'll accept that.
Oh, yeah, for sure, yes.
Peak Sean, but I still don't think he's going to be a long-lived,
No.
champ. I don't know how far he will go, but, credit to him. And it's amazing. It's amazing what happened there. But it's ultimately it falls more on looking at Izzy and where he is now, because that's just it's a shocking loss. It's a shocking loss. One of the biggest upsets. Well, the biggest upset in the title fight of the year. That's no question about that.
Yeah,
you've got to go back into the annals to find ones that match up with this.
I mean, technically, wasn't Grasso a bigger underdog when she beat Shevchenko? But obviously, Shevchenko is not the quality of fighter Adesanya is.
No.
I mean, people are talking about this, comparing this to Matt Serra. Serra is obviously a bigger upset, beating GSP. Yeah. Bisping Rockhold. But then Rockhold wasn't Adesanya.
But none of these people comprehensively, won over 5 rounds on the feet in the champ's own game, fighting the champ's fight.
Yeah, never broke out the wrestling. Never. I mean,
that is the oldest cliche in the book. Wrestle Adesanya.
Yes,
that's the only way to beat him.
Yep.
It's just jaw-dropping. It was just unbelievable. One of those moments that I will not forget. Definitely a challenger for... Australia kind of delivered again, because it's given me my second favourite, or possibly favourite moment of the year. And here we are. What do you do now with Israel Adesanya? Because he wants... Now, and I quote from Eugene Behrman, who Israel put up in the press conference to talk on his behalf. We want the rematch next week.
Next week?
We're very confident there will be the same game plan, but we'll find some small adjustments, and Israel will win this fight.
So
does he deserve that, Joe?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like, Strickland comprehensively won. Like, if I'm Strickland...
Israel's got no defences in this run now.
No defences. He's lost 2 title fights out of 3 titles in 10 months.
Yeah.
The Pereira one was a comprehensive one in that he got finished. And I know that some people have a bit of controversy about that finish. To me, I was fine with it, yeah. And then this one where it was just... I still just want to keep talking about it. I'm not bothered about talking about any of the other fights. I just want to keep talking about this. Where... Like, it was... Do you know what I mean? It was like if it's like... Makhachev Oliveira in October. If Oliveira just went out there and absolutely mashed Makhachev on the ground, completely dominated him on the ground, get like Dagestani handcuff,
power samboed him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Imagine if that happened. You'd be like, wow, there's absolutely no way Makhachev deserves a rematch. And if that does happen, Makhachev would not deserve a rematch. Why is Izzy any different?
It is that barren wasteland that we've previously referenced. That is the middleweight division.
By the way, can you honestly say to me that Sean Strickland's the best middleweight in the world?
I mean, Israel Adesanya clearly isn't.
No, he's not.
And Robert Whittaker just got knocked out by Dricus du Plessis, Joe. This is a crazy world. Everything's changed. Everything has changed. Now, look, I'm looking down the division now for Israel Adesanya, and I gotta say, I don't see a whole lot of compelling matchups. I'm not sure what you do with him.
Cannonier rematch.
Oh, Lord.
Cannonier rematch, du Plessis versus Strickland main event.
I don't want to see it. I do not want to see Cannonier versus Adesanya. What I think I want to see, Joe, is Robert Whittaker getting in there with Adesanya. That both coming off a loss. I know we don't like that. We like to give a chance to a fighter who's coming in on a win. But
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I'm not. No.
Well, look, Joe. Let me put it to you this way: Whittaker comes, finally bests Adesanya. Adesanya packed off. He's finished. Back to China, fighting in some regional division over there.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, that's what we're talking about. If he lost that third fight to Whittaker,
yeah,
he's gone. He's finished,
Yeah, I mean, unless he just moved up to light heavyweight, and then that's just the start.
Oh, God, and gets gadooshed by Pereira again for a third time.
Yes, I would absolutely watch that. Adesanya Pereira 3. Of course you'd watch that. But,
maybe it's for the best, for the middleweight division.
It'd be for the best
will
if
Adesanya let it go?
If Adesanya went away for 6 months, didn't fight, didn't have a camp, nothing for 6 months, I think that'd be the best thing. I am also going to make this suggestion. Adesanya is 34 years old. He's had 70 plus kickboxing matchups, 30 odd MMA fights. We're looking at 100 odd fights. A lot of them go to decisions. Is there something with maybe aging out a little bit? Maybe that pep and that thing's gone from him?
I'm not having it, Joe. I'm just not having that. I am not having that. He is not diminished. He had a terrible performance, and that's because of what Strickland did to him.
So maybe we need to see the rematch.
Like, he wasn't... People coming out and saying that Adesanya was slow. He didn't look like himself.
He looked flat.
Was he slow?
He was flat and slow, yeah.
Well, I didn't think he was slow. I think if you can't get any offense off on the other person, that makes you look slow.
But how can you not get offense off against the guy who's right in front of you, in a sense? And really...
Joe, I'm sorry. Do you want me to just pull up Sean Strickland's record? Because I'll give you a whole list of names who can't get any offense off against Sean Strickland.
Yeah, but who aren't as good as Adesanya?
The people who can, Joe, are well, I'm just looking at Pereira, I'm just looking at Pereira. You didn't want to acknowledge it when we looked through Strickland's record. It's not comfortable to acknowledge, but who has put the work on Sean Strickland?
It's Alex Pereira.
It's since he rose to prominence. Of course, he does have that loss to Eliseo Zaleski dos Santos. Got caught back in 2018.
Yeah.
It's a world away, as I mentioned, Joe. Jack Marshman, no. Brendan Allen, no. Nordin Taleb, no. Jocko, no. Hall, no. Hermanson, no. Nobody's hurting Sean Strickland. Even though he's right there. It's just Alex Pereira.
Well, Cannonier as well.
He didn't hurt him.
He did hurt him. He did hurt him, lad. He did.
Where's your man? I'll leave it to the 6 jits to put you back in your place.
He did hurt him. Anyway.
Who's Sean going to fight, Joe?
He's going to fight Izzy again. He's going to fight Izzy again. In my world, though, it's Drickus.
Yeah, I'm for it.
That would be a mad fight.
Just let Whittaker fight any scrub and then get him in there too.
Apparently. Yeah. It's a very odd timeline, and really just confirmation.
It's exciting.
Is it, or is it
just
confirmation that 185 is just such a bad division? This is a bad division.
Are you turning your back on Izzy like that? I mean, it's...
I think Izzy's
No, it's exciting. It's exciting. It's one of those, like, everything's possible, Joe. Everything is possible.
The rematch
it's a new timeline.
The rematch is announced for December. Who are you picking? I've caught you.
My hands are over my eyes. Oh my God. I mean, really, Joe, it's just everything is different now. I can't bring
Izzy.
myself to say it. You're still picking Izzy.
I'm still picking.
I can't bring myself to say Strickland.
If I asked you tomorrow, again, December, Aljamain Sterling versus Sean O'Malley 2, who are you picking? You're picking Sterling.
You know what? I don't know.
Well, maybe that one not so much.
Yeah, I don't know, because I really think that Aljamain has a huge mental hurdle to overcome now.
Yeah.
When you get clipped like that, naked, coming in,
yeah,
when you haven't been able to get in at all in the first round like he did,
yeah,
What, you're saying he comes out all guns blazing and just runs after O'Malley? Mate, you're getting KO'd again if you do that. So,
by the way, I was thinking about that fight after we recorded, talking about that one, and I was just like, man, Aljamain was done dirty. 15 weeks after he fought Cejudo, having to fight O'Malley, who's had a year off. Do you know what I mean? I'm a bit like, man, they pushed him into an awkward spot there, where he's just like, if he said no, he would have been not in any good graces then, would he?
Well, that man cannot get himself some good graces, and he's obviously in the no man's land after that loss. Adesanya, it seems not. Seems like he'll get an instant rematch. Joe, ask me in December. I'm still processing this. I'm still taking it in.